very much, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I want to sincerely thank all of you for the attention given to the briefing. And the questions asked so far shows how much you people have been able to run through these issues within the shortest period of time that this briefing has taken place. So permit me to start with a question asked by Mr. Caleb Onwe. On the plot to undermine Nigerians' stability. Yes, times without number, we've received security reports alerting well-meaning Nigerians to some of these activities. And as a matter of fact, because it is our country, we must not wait for the security agencies to do everything. When a certain person called Oguche bombed Nyanya, it took the intervention of Nigerians who saw him a day or two before that day with some funding tools, to draw the attention of security agencies, even if after that had taken place. So I want to strongly believe that if those people had reported to the police a day before that day, that incident would have been averted. And that is exactly what all of us are doing today. We believe that it is the responsibility of every one of us as citizens of this great country to contribute to the peace process and, where necessary, to contribute to the stability of this great nation. Those plotting to undermine the nation, you oppress people, you must have seen activities of persons that are in this direction. And for Mr. Omolari, who demanded for specificity, let me quickly point out 2 or 3 individuals, whose activities in recent times, cannot be in any way for the growth and development of this country. One of such persons is Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, who ran away from this country as a fugitive. He's not the only person having a case in the court. Malam Sabo Dasuki, a member of the People's Democratic Party, also had the same issue. These issues are running in the court, but Mr. Nnamdi Kanu has chosen to be the only one who escaped out of this country. And from wherever he is hiding, he has continued to churn out propaganda and falsehood that have really, really contributed negatively, to the issue of insecurity in this country. We also saw what happened in Lagos when Mr. Nnamdi Kanu read a particular speech from the United Kingdom asking members of IPOB to go after Yoruba people and their properties in Lagos. He took the intervention and the wisdom of our brothers and sisters in Lagos to resist that temptation. What he had wanted to truncate at that time would have been a clear case of civil war where the Yorubas will be bitter and they will go after our Igbo brothers in Lagos. And all of us today know exactly what would have been the impact of that on our national life and even the cohesion of this country. Our friend, Mr. Friday Oloko, also asked the question, though very tactical, about who could be behind this. And the right answer to that will be nothing but the truth. When everything humanly possible within the ambit of the law to ensure that we resist these elements that want to destroy this country. I want to add, many Nigerians who are today in the diaspora, they are not in any way better than many of us. As a matter of fact, many of them left this country because of their criminal record in the country. I've mentioned earlier, I will equally add that our friend, Mr. Showori, who uses his platform, the Sahara Reporter, of course, the organization in one way or the other has contributed to the growth and development of this country in the fight against corruption. But times without number, we have equally seen where the platform is used to slander innocent Nigerians. And some of these persons, they have died without any justice, and that is also because of how powerful we are as the media. So, and that is why we're appealing to all of us that we all have a role to play. The Revolution Now project that has been going on in the country, all of us, by now, we must have concluded within our heart of heart that it does not in any way spell good for this country. Anything that spills blood. I was talking to a group of persons when the NSAS protest was going on. Many of us initially were part of the protest at the beginning, when it was a constructive approach to stop the excesses of the Nigerian police. But the moment the revolution now entered, all of us, we know the history of revolution across Africa and the rest of the world. It has always been a violent, and very acrimonious action between parties involved. I want to believe that today no one seated here is even ready to die. So why should anyone instigate anybody, to stand up and begin to kill either people in government or to begin to kill us? We saw the deaths and killings during the NSAS protest. We don't want to witness that again. And that is why an organization like Nigeria First that is ready to stand for Nigeria, an organization that is going to stand for the interests of our country, has been bettered. And we are using this medium to extend a hand of fellowship to those of them in the revolution now, and to those in the diaspora who mean well for Nigeria, and those in government, either in APC or outside PDP, that it is a time for all of us to find a common ground in addressing the issues of this country, and for us to serve as citizen soldiers to challenge and to halt any attempt to undermine the peace and stability of this great nation. I want to believe that I've answered all the questions that have been asked. If there is any addition, I welcome it, and I'll do justice to it.